interesting because I kind of went with an open mind.
Resonating, resonance, probably, tonal, you know.
Overall I was quite overwhelmed because you sort of had your phone and you're looking at the colour thing going on, but I couldn't concentrate on every element. I was more focused on what was like the shapes that were creating on the screen and how that was correlating to the phone. So I was like moving the phone and sort of seeing the shapes that were being made, and it kind of detracted from the colour. So I was more interested in the sound and the shapes that were made on the screen. I kind of forgot about the colour thing.
Really, really interesting. Yeah, it was really nice to, well, firstly kind of be greeted with your own image on the big screen and be able to kind of see a trace going across that screen, and then other people's trace coming across you, and all the different colours. I mean, I think that's the first kind of thing you notice, and that's really nice. And then kind of slowly realising what it is that you're engaging with, that you're moving through these different fields of sound, these different waves, these different frequencies, and that's what those colours are, and that's how the app that you're holding is kind of changing. But then actually in the end, I was turning my app off on the way out, and then when you're suddenly not looking at the screen the whole time and you're not looking where you are on the trace, and suddenly then you're actually more engaging with the sound and realising how that space is transforming those frequencies which are coming through the speakers across, because of its dimensions and so on and so forth.
So my friend actually sent me the event and said, you'd really enjoy this, you should go to it. Had a look on Facebook, read the description and thought, that sounds like something I'd enjoy. So overall it was kind of very new to me, because reading about architecture as a non-physical sense is very different to what I'm used to, because I study surface design, which is I study a lot of architecture for its surface and its material and its shape. So to hear it in the sound, that was probably the most interesting part.
I mean, physically it is quite an uncomfortable feeling, isn't it? But I guess I do enjoy the qualms of such a bad feeling, really. I think it's quite good. It's good to make people feel uncomfortable.
Sort of like a bit, not a little bit sort of overwhelmed in a sense, because I'm quite hyper aware, so I was listening and focusing on that, and then I got into it a bit more, and I think once the sounds were unusual, so that was, I don't want to say uncomfortable because I enjoyed it, but it's almost it's just a natural thing. Because you're taking these sounds from a normal context, but they're heightened, so your sort of senses are heightened, so it's sort of it can be quite intense, but I enjoyed the intensity.
Quite blind, because it was pretty dark in there, but and then as my eyes adjusted, I got used to where I was and really got to love the place.
I think definitely, as I say, just as you turn off the lights, and as I say, the lights are really great and a great way to get people to come in and experience sound, because it's enjoyable, the experience of seeing the lights. But as soon as you switch it off, I think then you kind of notice those frequencies more, and because they're such low frequencies as well, you do notice how they're kind of almost they pinch on your body. They vibrate your body as much as you hear them, and that so it is quite a physical thing. But as I say, I think you notice that far more when you give yourself to the sound, you listen onto the sound.
Probably seeing myself be a little dot walking around a screen.
Well, I mean, I guess the sound of it, I do when do you hear sound kind of intensely in that way? I think that's quite a different experience. But then I understand, I mean, I work with sound, so I understand how it's, I come with a certain knowledge to this installation already, that that's a bridge to cross, and I think the other parts of the installation cross that bridge. They get, a child can enjoy coming into that and seeing their trace and so on and so forth, and then some of these other things are revealed. That's what I mean, even for me that's the case. So I like that I like the sound, but then I like how accessible and fun it is.